Hello, my name is Stephanie and welcome to my channel where we talk all wellness, health, and just being your best beautiful self. So today I want to talk about body dysmorphia. The question is, what is body dysmorphia? So I'm just gonna open a page by Mayo Clinic, and they've done a brief explanation of what body dysmorphia is. So I'm just going to read that definition. It's saying body dysmorphic disorder is a mental health condition in which you can't stop thinking about one or more perceived defects or flaws in your appearance. A flaw that appears minor or can't be seen by others, but you may feel so embarrassed, ashamed, and anxious that you may avoid many social situations. Says when you have body dysmorphic disorder, you intensely focus on your appearance and body image repeatedly, checking the mirror, grooming, or seeking reassurance, sometimes for many hours each day. Your perceived flaw and repetitive behaviors cause you significant distress and impact your ability to function in your daily life. So it says you may seek out numerous cosmetic procedures to try and fix out your perceived flaw. Afterwards, you may feel temporary satisfaction or reduction in your distress, but often anxiety returns and you may resume searching for other ways to fix your perceived flaw. The highlight here is perceived flaw, perceived flaw, perceived flaw. That's the highlight here, perceived flaw. So body dysmorphia really deals with something that you think you have, but you don't. You know, you may think you're too fat and you're not. You may think that you're too skinny and you're not. You may think that, you know, like I've seen some videos of people who are anorexic, and it's really, really sad. It's really sad. Like the girls are so small and they think they are fat. Like it's really, really sad, and my heart goes out to them, really. And yeah, if you're that one, I pray you get the help that you need, because at some point you may actually need therapy. You may need some mental health help, because I know as ladies we experience it like in some form, but I'm talking about the really, really extreme types, you know, where it's causing you self-harm. You know, you want to kill yourself because you feel you're too fat, or you feel you're too skinny and you want to kill yourself. You start cutting yourself and all those things. Yeah, talk to someone. Talk to someone. Don't keep it in. Talk to someone. Seek therapy. Seek help. Like, talk to someone. Okay? Yeah. But yeah, so but like I said, I feel like every one of us have experienced that body dysmorphia to some extent. It may not be as extreme to the point where you want to kill yourself or you're causing self-harm, but you may have experienced it. I know for a fact that I have experienced it. I can't really remember where it started from, but I think maybe in high school. Or like I think it's just been all my life, really, people telling me that I'm fat, you know, because I'm on the heavier side of life. Like that's my body, genetics and everything. So like even when I was younger, and I'll tell people like, no, I'm 10 years old, they'll be like, no, you can't be 10 with all those hips. Like it's just me, like, you know, you can't be 10, you know. And like I remember in high school, most of the girls were like really skinny because like they didn't get their hips faster, but I got my hips like way earlier, you know, and my breasts earlier than most kids. And so like the guys in class would say I'm fat because I was hippie, and I really wasn't fat. Like I really wasn't. If I look back, I really wasn't. And so like my whole life, because of what people would tell me, I would think I'm like extremely fat than I actually am. And I wasn't fat to start with. I would feel like I was really fat. And I remember I spent like in my 20s, I started like working out, losing weight. And I remember I lost so much weight. I was skinny. I finally fit in with the skinny girls, but I still wasn't as skinny as they were, because like my body just couldn't allow, man. But like I was skinny and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm beautiful now. But like the moment I just stopped trying as hard, because you know, when your body is not at its set point, which is something that I'll talk about at some point, but like when your body's not at its set point, you know, it eventually wants to go back, you know, and you have to do a lot of work to keep it at a different weight. But like it was just too much work to be working out every day for a long time. And then I started working, so I wasn't walking as much, because when I wasn't working, I would walk a lot in car. When I was in car, I would walk to church, I would walk to see my friends. So like I would walk everywhere and I would still work out. Yeah, but like my whole life I really thought I was fat, and I spent my 20s like really trying to lose weight. At every point in my life I was really trying to lose weight. spent my 20s trying to lose weight, trying to be skinnier, always trying, and I'll lose the weight, I'll gain the weight back, I'll lose the weight, I'll gain the weight back, I'll lose the weight. And at some point I was like averaging at a certain weight for a very long time, and then I started gaining weight, I think in 2021. Yeah, in 2021, and now I am the heaviest I've ever been. And so now I'm in this place in my life where like I want to lose weight, but is it really worth it? You know, like I've really come to a point to say like your body changes, and I can see that because now I'm 29, I'm turning 30, and like your body changes over time, and weight will be harder to lose as you grow older. And we also just reach a point where you need to accept that your body changes, like it really does, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm all for wellness, health, and all that. I mean, that's what this channel is about. But I'm also really for mental health, inner work, inner beauty, loving yourself, just loving yourself and working on your inner self, because what's going to be inside is what's going to show. And so I remember like people would always tell me, even then, like I had friends who would tell me, "No, Stephanie, you're beautiful just as you are." But I'm like, no, I just want to lose another 5 kg because the scale is my BMI is not what the scale is saying. It's not according to my BMI, I'm too heavy, or I should just let me just lose another 5 kg and I'll lose the 5 kg, and I'm like, let me just lose another 10 kg, and it would just always be a rat of never being satisfied where you are then, like being where you are now, just never being content. And I think contentment is something we should strive really in every area of our life, be it finances, relationships, like whatever area, you have to be content. Because if you're never content, you'll never get to a place where you enjoy yourself. And so now at this point in my life, after going through these whole years and just being done, just being done with diets, being done with all this intensive excessive training, excessive workouts, being done with people commenting on my body, just being done with everything, I've come to a point where I'm like, you know what, I'm really okay. And just one thing I would like to mention as a side note, when people don't ask you about their weight, don't mention it. It's not asked for, like we really don't want it. We don't care what you think. We don't want to hear you telling us that we've lost weight. I have clothes. I can tell from my wardrobe that I've lost or gained weight. It's not welcome. I know it's a greeting in Zambia. Hey, now we know. Hey, now we know. Like, no, we don't care. We don't want. It's whether it's innocent or not. We don't care. We don't want it. Keep it to yourself. Okay? Okay. Yeah. So because of that, I've always thought that like I'm so fat all the time and I have to lose weight. And so there are a few tips I can give girls, and I don't know if boys go through this a lot, but I know it's a lot of girls who go through it, because I've never met really a girl who just say, I am happy in my body the way I am. I've never heard anyone say that really. And so I want to give you a few tips which I'm doing, which I think have helped me. I'm still doing it and are still helping me, but like I want to give you a few tips. Number one, affirmations. There is so much power in affirmations. Oh my God. Like number one, affirm that you are beautiful. Affirm that you are beautiful just the way you are. Affirm that you love your body. Affirm that you don't need to change your body to love it. Affirm that you are pretty, like you look good. Affirm it. Because the Bible says that as a man thinketh as a man thinks in his heart, and KJV, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As you think, that's how you are. So if you think you're beautiful, you'll be beautiful. Trust, people will see you that way. If you think that you're ugly, you'll be ugly. People will see you that way. I've seen videos of people saying on YouTube, oh my gosh, I'm so ugly. And you look at this chick, you're like, I don't see any part of you that's ugly. But because she's believed that she's ugly, she's bringing out ugly vibes in the world, telling everybody that she's ugly. Even when you wouldn't see somebody as ugly, you see them as ugly because they see themselves as ugly. Like, hell, I'm a catch. I am beautiful. Whether you see it or not is up to you. I can see it and I will walk it. So that's the attitude you should have. Affirm, I am beautiful. Like if you can every morning, this is what I do. This is what I did. I made a recording of myself saying, I'm beautiful, I love myself, I'm beautiful, I love my body, I'm beautiful, I love my body, I don't need to lose weight to be beautiful, I don't need to lose weight to be pretty. I made those things, you know, and I say them over and over again. Like in the morning when I'm getting ready for work, I listen to it, and as I'm listening to my voice, I'm saying it, the recording is saying it, and I'm repeating after myself, you know, like I'm always doing that in the morning, and it has really helped me a lot in just accepting who I am and where I am right now, you know. And I'm not talking about, like, you know, those people who are like morbidly obese or people who are underweight. Like if your weight now starts threatening your life, you really need to do something about it. Like, no, I'm all for body positivity, but I'm not for to the extent where now we are advocating being unhealthy. No, I don't advocate for that. Whether you're fat or whether you're small, you still need to exercise, eat healthy, like figure out healthy habits, you know. Let the goal be on the habits and not the results, because now you're focusing on the habits, then now you're creating a lifestyle other than focusing on the results, because now you're focusing on a time in the future. But if you're focusing on habits, you're focusing on now. So now you'll be like, oh, I worked out today. Oh, I drank water today. Oh, I did this today. You know, you're focusing on the now, and you are proud of yourself for the things that you have done now and not where you will be in the future. So yeah, affirmations. Yeah. I went into number 2 a bit. Number 2, focus on healthy habits and not the results. Focus on if you know that you are not eating too much, you know, you are not eating enough, you know that you're not eating enough, and that's why you're small. Focus on the mini goals. Focus on saying, I'm gonna have 3 meals today and snacks, you know. Focus on that. Have those meals, eat them, and whether you've failed or not, you said, at least I tried, and try again tomorrow. Give yourself a chance, ladies. Give yourself a chance to be nicer to yourselves. Be nicer to yourselves. If you feel like you are overweight and like I said, morbidly obese, not just for body dysmorphia, shanshana, morbidly obese, you know, where you know that, okay, my weight is now affecting my health, you know, eat only when you're hungry. Train yourself to eat only when you're hungry. I know there are times where, because sometimes we've been conditioned to eat the whole day. Eat breakfast, eat lunch, eat supper, eat too much snacks. Like the whole day are literally eating. Your snacks sometimes are even a full meal. So train your body to feel hunger. You know, if you before you eat, drink water at first. Drink water, then you know, like, am I really hungry or thirsty? I know this sounds funny to a lot of people, but like, it really is a thing. Sometimes you may just be thirsty and you eat instead when you're supposed to drink water. You know, remove out the unhealthy foods, processed foods, carbonated drinks, you know, drinks with too much sugar, you know, remove things that you know are unhealthy, you know, reduce on the processed foods. I mean, I love carbohydrates, so like, all that low carb diet, I'm over it. I'm over diets. That's a story for another day. Yeah, but like, focus on the habits and on those small goals and those small wins than focusing on the results. Yeah. Number 3, if you can, stay off social media until you are really comfortable with yourself. Do a lot of inner work. Social media is a lot of outs, you know, it's a lot of the outs, you know, because you're seeing what everyone else is doing. You know, if you can get on social media for a while, like, I really recommend it. It's so much therapy. You know, we see a lot of influencers. We don't know what they do in the background. Like the other day, my friend was just telling me about people who sculpt their bodies to have smaller waists and bigger bum. And yeah, they're like, I need to do 100 squats to do this. I need to do Shan. No, it's not working. Honey, people are spending money on their bodies. Hey, Kim Kardashian money. You want to compare Kim Kardashian money, to your body? No. Like, really, Kim has done so many things to her body. Like, I know she didn't accept it, but there are outright artists who come and say, no, I went for a Brazilian butt lift, you know. And there are people who go for, they reduce fat on their tummy, liposuction, they go for surgeries. And you want to be like that just from eating healthy. And influencers lie, even on YouTube and Instagram. They lie. They want to make you think how to have a small waist. And some people were just born that way. They were never fat, you know, and then you want to become from being fat or being overweight or being in the bigger side of life to go to have a smaller waist. Some people were just born that way. It's their genetics. So really, work well with what you have, you know. Learn to love yourself the way you are, really, just the way you are. There are people, like I said, body sculpting, that they do all sorts of things. And you can't compare someone who's got a lot of disposable income, like let's say someone like Kim Kardashian. I don't even call it disposable income. That girl is rich. You know, you can't compare her to me who waits on a salary. You know, like you really can't compare, you know. And so like it's not worth it. Start from within. Start from within. From within. Do the inner work. Change yourself. Love yourself from within. You know, do the inner work. If you need therapy, do therapy. I realize journaling helps a lot, but like I cannot emphasize the power of affirmations, guys. Like the moment you believe it, you start to act it, and you start to embrace it. And the moment that you believe that you're beautiful and you're fine the way you are, even when people with their stupid comments, they come and say, oh no, you're fat, you've gained weight, you will shut them down, because you're not going to let anybody ruin all the work that you've done inward, because they feel like they owe you an explanation, or they owe you a comment that you've gained weight or you've lost weight or what. No, no, no. You know, so start with the inner work. Start with the inner work, honey. Do the work, and you will really be surprised at the effort that you will that will come out of you. At the end of the day, there's no such thing as a perfect body. Such thing as a perfect body. There is no such thing as a perfect body. But perfection comes in accepting that you are beautiful the way that you are. And the moment that you start to see yourself that way, people will start to see yourself that way. Like, honey, I know I'm a beautiful girl. Whether you see it or not is up to you. But me and myself, we are beautiful. Yeah, so thank you for watching this video. Those are my 2 cents on how to overcome body dysmorphia, or how to how to overcome body dysmorphia. And yeah, I hope you see me in the next video. If you have anything that you want us to talk about, discuss, or just anything, kindly comment, like, and share. And I'd like you to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. So thank you very much, and see you in my next video.